Hi, welcome to Sugar Free. This is the daily reading for Monday, the 19th of October. Hope you're well. Thank you for dropping by. Welcome if this is your first time. Welcome back if it's not your first time. Let's see what we've got for Monday, the 19th of October. Did I say November earlier? 19th of October, 2020. Did have a good shuffle. This is actually my second go. I don't believe it. It's the same card. Oh, what if? Okay, no. Oh, unbelievable. Right, okay. Oh. Right, okay. We've got Temperance in the reverse. We've got the Moon in the reverse. I'm pleased to see it in the reverse. Then we got Temperance in the reverse as the first card out in the previous reading. We had the Emperor in the reverse in the previous reading. We've got Justice. That's nice. In the upright. The only card in the upright. And we've got the Empress in the reverse. Now, in the previous reading, I ditched it because basically what it was about was this rather silly display of childish, foot stampy, tantrumy kind of energy, and a kind of, you know, if you don't give me what I want, I'm going to be really, really cross and scream and scream and scream till I'm sick. And it was it was about whether the other person or whether you or the situation in general, whether there was a willingness to assume responsibility for one's own. Okay? And what we've got this time is not, as ever, a million miles away. Now, I never know. If I do a reading and then for some reason I decide to not save it, not publish it, and I do another one straight away, so often I get the same theme come out again. Because what we've got here, as we had in the first one, the Emperor in the reverse. So this kind of malignant authority or absent authority. This is Temperance in the reverse is a loss of equilibrium, a loss of, or an absence, or an upset of equilibrium, inner equilibrium. So, not a million miles away, but I don't know whether it seems not a million miles away because I'd already interpreted the first one and for one reason or another decided not to publish it. So is it the theme that I've got in my mind, or is it that the cards are coming up basically saying the same sort of thing? So I try to sort of look at it as if it was the first one. So we've got the Moon in the reverse. In the previous one we had the Moon in the upright. We've got the Moon in the reverse. So again, spillage. This is very watery energy, especially when it's put, Moon in reverse, especially when it's put alongside Temperance in the reverse. There's a kind of, because the Moon has a balance, doesn't it? And the Moon is all to do with the tides, and there's this kind of regular but a bit squiffy. The cycle of the Moon is a little bit squiffy, isn't it? It's not like da-dunk, da-dunk, da-dunk. It's because it's natural. It's got a bit of a to it. But nonetheless, it is a cycle. And a cycle is what we see here in the movement of the Water of Life from vessel to vessel with the Angel of Temperance. So there's a kind of like upset of this cycle going on here. And we've got an upset of authority and hierarchy here, worldly authority and hierarchy, not of the individual, but of one's outer life. So an absent or malignant father figure, absent or malignant authority. However, we have the angel of justice here. So there is a kind of, yeah, there is a restoration of balance, juxtaposed, I have to say, by the Empress in the reverse. So the inner authority and the outer authority are both in the reverse. So there's a kind of discombobulation. The mother and the father of tarot both showing up here in reverse, but between them sits the angel of justice, the only card in the upright in this reading. So with this disequilibrium and this spillage energy going on here, and Temperance in the reverse and the Moon in reverse, and the mother and father of the tarot gone AWOL, flipping good thing the angel of justice is there to like hold this shit together. And that's what the first reading was about, because we had the Lovers, I think, was the only card in the upright there. It's like, are you, and we had Strength in the reverse as well, are you prepared, or are they prepared to, or is there a willingness in this situation to step up and become responsible for our own shit? Okay, that's what this is about. And oh yeah, there was also the Wheel of Fortune in the previous one as well. So these kind of cards are kind of a bit still on the table, and I don't think there's any kind of decisive. It's not a decisive thing. It's a testing thing. It's testing the self, testing the system, pushing the boundaries, because that's what the children do when the parents are not in charge. The children sense it and they push it. So there's a pushing going on here, and a kind of swilling about of stuff that would be better contained in those jugs. So, as I say, there will not be an upshot. It's a day of pushing it, pushing the boundaries. How far can I push this? Because, you know, what can we get up to when mum and dad are not here, basically? It's like, do we dare raid the drinks cupboard? Or, you know, what can we get up to? And there's no upshot. And thank goodness the angel of justice is here, keeping a kind of steady state. This is conscience, all right? This is the conscience at work. Because when the children run riot in the house, because dad ain't in charge and mum don't seem to care, and the children run riot in the house, they know they're running riot and they know they're doing wrong. And that's because they have an innate sense of this. Right, I know that's all a little bit obscure. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Namaste.